Hello, it is September 24th, 2010, and this is Scott Rathweg from Group 3 for ECE 495 Design Lab. We seem to be on track with the posted schedule and meet up every Tuesday to go over what has to be finished for that week. When we met up this week, we focused mostly on the research needed about materials and ideas to be used for our final design project, a ping-tac-toe robot. We also brainstormed some different ideas for a prototype of our robot design. We have yet to decide what launching mechanism we prefer to use, or exactly what types of materials we will use to construct our robot. These questions should hopefully be answered based on the research we are doing this week. For the research phase of the design process, we have decided that there are four main topics that need to be researched for our project. The four categories of research are launching mechanisms, DC motors, tic-tac-toe algorithms, and batteries along with AC-DC converters. Launching mechanisms is a vague category of research that includes any possible brainstorming possibilities to project our ping pong ball through a barrel with a desired force. Some possible ideas we have considered are air compressors, paintball hammer like a gun mechanism, spinning wheels, and solenoids. We haven't ruled anything out yet, but air compressors and the gun mechanism might be hard to implement effectively. We are currently trying to decide which will be the best option to be used as a self-automated launching mechanism for our robot. The research needed for DC motors is necessary because we believe the little hobby servo motors are not going to be strong enough to support the type of movement we require from our robot. We are under the impression that we will use at least two motors, one to move up and down and one to move side to side. For this reason, we are evaluating different types of motors that might be able to support more mass and therefore will be able to successfully lift the launching arm of the robot. Tic-tac-toe algorithms are necessary to implement the AI for the robot. We are evaluating how these algorithms work so we can use that basic idea and add the additional rules of ping-tac-toe. We also need to evaluate the different methods of playing ping-tac-toe. The addition of the rule that you can trap a ball and cancel it out complicates the basic strategy of tic-tac-toe. We have to understand these rules and algorithms and be able to program these concepts through software into our robot. In the customer specifications, it states that we cannot use the Q4 boards or USB to power our robot. Because of this, and the fact that it must be portable and be able to be used outside, we want to have a battery-powered robot. Therefore, we must research the different types of batteries and AC-DC converters that we can use to power our robot. However, while we are entertaining the idea of using a battery to power the robot, the idea is still tentative and might be changed. In addition to this research, we are also converting the customer specifications into engineering specifications. This is being done by quantifying terms like safe into engineering terms like wires must not be exposed that could electrocute someone, or by turning the phrase the robot must be light into an estimated expected weight that can be measured. Everyone is doing their fair share of the work, and we are working effectively as a team with a divide and conquer mentality. Lue is in charge of research pertaining to batteries and AC-DC converters. Emron is in charge of all research that involves launching mechanisms. I am researching the tic-tac-toe algorithms and what will be the best way to implement and modify them. Julius is researching various DC motors, and Tony is in charge of converting the customer specifications into engineering specifications. Also, one other important idea to note is we want our members of the group to be certified to use the machine shop and cook. This is done by a simple test of one's knowledge of power tools and a short demonstration to show one can use the tools effectively and safely. We plan to do this as a group soon, but before the construction of the prototype is started. That concludes this week's update of Group 3's progress on the design project.